Oh, hello there. Welcome to the dinner hour with CCM.
Oh, thanks. Oh, hello!
Hey!
And welcome to the dinner hour. We have very special, today's a very special dinner hour episode. We started on time. So we have celebratory confetti that we're going to throw in the air. Yay.
Yay!
Yeah. I'm Alison.
I'm Bekah.
And
This is
we're
your
going to
dinner hour.
eat some dinner.
Yeah.
Talk about some stuff.
Yeah. So, what do you have for dinner?
I have a turkey panini.
Be excited.
I am so excited. Turkey paninis are fucking delicious.
Have you actually tried one now?
I had one once. For those of you that don't know, you can swap for a turkey panini now.
Also a tuna
Super.
panini, but the turkey I think are better.
Yeah. I don't like tuna.
I like tuna.
Oh.
Mom, we had smoked kielbasa one night this week. Smoked kielbasa and spaetzle.
Sounds so good.
I fucking love making spaetzle.
Yeah.
But my mom hates kielbasa, so she's like, "What am I gonna eat?" And so she just made a can of tuna and ate tuna and spaetzle. Like, Mom, what are you doing?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have some vegetables.
Cool.
What are you having for dinner?
This is cream of spinach soup. There was like a vegetable curry soup, but I didn't really feel like being adventurous. And then starving because of it. So just gonna add some oyster crackers. The carbs. So this
The
week,
best.
we have a very special and completely unfamiliar topic that we've never discussed on this show before. Yep.
Is that true?
No, it's really not true, because we spent half of last week's episode talking about it.
No,
That's why I said that.
we did. I couldn't remember.
We were just talking about the Tate show.
Because we watched that on Thursday. Like the Thursday before
Yeah.
the dinner.
Yeah.
That happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So, today we're talking about American Horror Story, which is my new favorite thing.
It's also my new favorite thing.
It's a pretty great thing. It's pretty terrible, but pretty awesome in that it's terrible.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot.
This is something that we've been kind of discussing in our discussions of the show.
Our discussion groups that we had after.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
watched.
We just impromptu discussion groups. Sometimes we get one of our professors to show up and talk about
Crackers.
talk about crackers.
I like crackers.
Oh, crackers. Crack. I have a story for later.
About crackers?
No, about crab cakes.
Where are crab cakes from?
It was kind of the way you said cracker. Yeah. American Horror Story is terrible.
But I really like it.
But it's great because it's so bad, and it's like every single, like, oh, this is a horrible, like, this is a horror story from, like, America's consciousness, whatever.
That's why
you
it's
know.
called American Horror Story.
Yeah, I know. They're not really subtle with this thing.
No, they're not.
But,
So, to start things off for the night, we have one of the promos for the show that you guys can watch and make your own opinions about a 30-second clip. It's longer than 30 seconds, but it's completely wrong. It says a lot of things about the show that aren't true, remotely.
yeah. Let's play that clip.
Let's do it.
Isn't this place amazing?
I do have to tell you about what happened to the last owners.
They didn't die in here, did they?
Yes, actually, murder-suicide.
We'll take it.
You're gonna die in here. Addie says that to everybody. Sometimes people just go mad.
I saw something!
You have to get out of that house.
What scares you?
Everything.
American Horror Story premieres Wednesday, October 5th at 10 on FX.
I think that was the wrong clip that is too long, and it's just like, oh, horror, romance, sexual tension. There's violate, that's it.
That's the only sexual tension in the entire
Oh my god, more
show.
people are dead. Oh, there's other characters.
I really said it. Basically, the entire cast is dead. Spoiler alert.
And we don't tell you up front.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, by the way. But you figure it out halfway through, and then it's supposed to be this big shocking reveal, and it's not.
It's kind of like Cylons in, Who's a Cylon in Battlestar Galactica? Not a shock.
I don't want to tell them. Okay, there's a character whose name is Violet, and I think she's dead. But I think what they're gonna do in the next couple weeks is like have this dramatic moment where someone who said in the first episode that I kill people I like, kills her. But she's been dead for like 3 weeks, so it's just like, surprise!
She's like, oh wait, I'm
dead.
actually dead.
Yeah.
Now I can go Bone Tate.
Forever.
Oh, yeah.
Forever and ever. There's a really funny thing about that, based on this past week's episode. Basically, Tate wakes up in Violet's bed, not wearing a shirt. Wakes up. The camera comes in on it, and he's not wearing a shirt, and she's like wearing some clothing. But the internet is just like, well, he says, did it hurt? Because, you know, I heard sometimes the first time it does. And she's just like, no, it was just intense. You're so sad. But the entire internet is like, lol, do you think they're talking about sex or cutting? Oh, God.
Maybe both at the same time!
But since they already discussed cutting before, it doesn't make sense. Also, it doesn't make sense because cutting your arm open would hurt every single time. So it's like, what?
Your nerve endings don't go.
They just stop working.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact that Kate, who is generally wearing like 8,000 layers of clothing, is just inexplicably half naked. So why would he be talking about cutting?
The only reason I could see them doing that is as like a teaser. It's like, oh, maybe they did have sex, and then
No,
they're
it
just.
happened.
Oh, it happened already.
In the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clearly. I'm my league here.
Don't
Don't have my expert glasses.
Oh, it's because you haven't seen Rubberman. Anyway. The premise of the show, because I don't think that clip explained it well at all. This family is like falling apart, and so to save the family from falling apart, they move across the country from Boston to California to this house they only read about on the internet and didn't actually Google properly. And it turns out that the house is super haunted and there's ghosts.
Hey, Bekah.
Hey, Alison.
Doesn't that sound kind of like another movie?
It does, as a matter of fact. What movie are you thinking of?
A lot of them.
Like every movie ever.
Yeah.
Why are we still whispering?
We're not. We aren't. Why are we still pretending we're whispering?
Pretending we're whispering when we're not really. Oh my god, this is a huge piece of spinach just out of nowhere.
Spinach!
I like spinach, okay?
Yeah. No, I know, but that's what it was saying. It was like, spinach!
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so, we're gonna play a clip from a, movie that is kind of like American Horror Story in the sense that it kind of is like, oh, here's this thing that's like scary to Americans. But it does it in a way that makes sense, unlike American Horror Story.
Which doesn't.
Which doesn't. Yes.
Roll it.
Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay away from me.
Why?
I just want to go back to my room.
Why?
Well, I'm very confused. I just need a chance to think things over.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Stay away from me. Please. Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy.
Stay away.
Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me. Don't hurt
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me! Stay away! Please!
Stop swinging the bat.
Stay away!
Put the bat down, Wendy.
Stop it!
Wendy, give me the bat.
Please! Stay away!
Give me the bat.
Stop it!
Give me the bat.
Stay away!
Stop swinging the bat.
Please stop!
Give me the bat,
Stay away!
Wendy. Wendy,
Stay!
give me the bat.
Stay!
Give me the bat. Ah, God damn!
In
Welcome back.
Yes. So, The Shining, that was a clip from it.
If you couldn't tell by Jack Nicholson
being crazy.
being crazy as
And
fuck.
whatever. Shelley Duvall. Wow, I remembered her name.
Wow, congratulations.
How did I know that? I don't know.
Maybe you're like a slightly more developed fruit now.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
you're a pomegranate or a star fruit because they have a funny shape and therefore must be very well developed.
Maybe a papu fruit?
You can be a papu fruit.
Yay!
Papu fruit. Yay!
I made it.
We're just gonna split you in half.
No!
I'm gonna share you with someone. Yep. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't want to get cut up.
Well, don't piss off Tate, and he won't come after you with an axe.
The Shining is one of those like classic American horror films that's like haunted house, family going crazy, you know.
It's a hotel?
It's a hotel, but it's yeah. In like the movie, it's like the narrative. It's a hotel, but like
But it's,
obviously
like,
it's like the same kind of
theme
thing.
going on.
Yeah, and it's like super isolated, and it's like
And it's always somewhere that they like escape to, or they like
Yeah.
go to as a way of solving a problem.
yeah, they think things are gonna get better, and then it's like, oh wow, all the
Yes.
shit's coming out now. Yeah, so yeah, it has like the same premise as American Horror Story, but like the thing about American Horror Story that's insane and like actually makes it worth watching is that it tries to smush like the like mythology of The Shining and like the horror in that, along with a bazillion other scary things in American culture, together into a show and have it make sense.
And it doesn't.
It
really.
doesn't.
And now, something they're trying to. Next week's episode is going to feature the Black Dahlia murders, which have been mentioned on the show before, but since they actually took place in California, it's totally fair game to mean that they happened at Murder House.
Yeah, totally.
Like, there's a dentist in the Black Dahlia murder. I don't know a lot about them.
I don't know a lot about
But
them
like,
either.
there was a dentist involved somehow, say by articles about AHS, and they put his practice in Murder House,
Of course.
probably in the same place where frickin' Charles was doing his abortions. And
Yeah,
Tom
the
was
basement.
just chilling out, but
Well, because who doesn't want to get their like teeth pulled in the basement?
with their Ventata.
With
You
their
could
Ventata.
seriously use a dentist in other use.
Yeah, so there's like characters like Infantata who are like, I'm a baby and I'm scared
Demon
as
baby.
shit. Demon baby. That's another scary thing to Americans.
But like, and the fact about Infantata is that he's never actually called Infantata on the show, and this isn't something the fans came up with either. It's something that the writers of the show were just like, we're gonna call this thing Infantata. Actually, and it's just insane. And then there's this guy who runs around in a gimp suit, which it's an S&M like sex suit with a full black
Like the
vinyl
bondage
plastic
suit
bondage
that
suit.
someone gets hung from the wall in. Like,
Yep. And he runs around in that and kills people and rapes them. But it's okay because she thought it was her husband, so it's totally not rape. This is how
Yeah,
you
it didn't look like a
justify
rape.
it. Well, just wait.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah, so, and yeah, there's like a school shooter.
Yeah, there's a school shooter. It's just like, hey.
Who's the only character that's worth watching the show for.
Yeah.
And his sassy girlfriend.
I love her.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh my god. I love her even more after this week's episode, which I'm not going to talk about. Like Fight Club.
Yes.
Basically, she's wonderful.
Sassy.
She's sassy, but like when they first started like bringing Violet in, I thought she was just gonna be like that melancholic teenager,
like Bella Swan,
like Bella Swan,
with like maybe half a brain cell,
and a razor blade. It's like, oh, this is gonna be super lame.
Yeah,
she's awesome, and then Tate was awesome, and I'm like, hey, let's just ship it.
Yeah.
You've met Hayden, right?
I don't know. I've really been
the ginger who was under the gazebo. Also, make Max tell you his gazebo story.
I will. It's so weird.
Absolutely. But they buried her on top of Moira, and then Ben built the gazebo on top of her. You saw this. Because this was before Halloween. You weren't even drunk at that point.
Before Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, Halloween in the show. I was
yeah. Ben went to Boston to be with her. He's the chick he was sleeping with. His student?
Yeah, his student is the one buried under the gazebo. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in addition to Violet, which is the ship name for Violet and Tate, people now ship Hayden with Tate, and it's called Hate.
Yay! That's so happy.
No.
Also, this show is made by the people who made Glee, which I had no idea, but that just adds a whole other dimension.
Also Nip Tuck.
Also Nip Tuck, okay.
So,
wow, they have quite the collection there.
Yeah, it's
They,
interesting.
Glee is similarly good at not having a narrative that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I'm mad at Glee.
Yeah.
I don't actually watch Glee, but I'm mad at Glee.
Yeah. It was alright for a little while, and then it got terrible. Too terrible to be able to watch anymore.
Yeah.
So.
You guys want to watch a terrible fan vid?
Because we do.
Because we totally do. The internet has an unhealthy love of Violet, which is the ship. A ship is a romantic pairing as coined by mostly fan fiction. But the ship name of Violet and Tate is Violet, and everybody's in love with it. Everybody. No matter what Tate does.
Like,
they're just like, it's cool, you killed 15 people, it's alright, you know?
115 people.
Yeah, he shot 15 people. And the librarian.
Is the librarian included in the 15?
No, he killed 15.
Oh, okay.
And he paralyzed the librarian.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I have a really unhealthy knowledge about this. On Tumblr, I've started yelling at people about their theories, and by yelling, I just mean pointing out the facts in a really bitchy tone. People are just like, oh, this! I'm like, wait, you're wrong. So Violet hasn't left the house since that time. She tried to kill herself, so she's clearly dead.
You're dumb. Yeah. I'd like to point out that 15 people died at Columbine.
It's the same. Just like the person who was like, lol, it's Norway. It's just completely off their rocker. I am convinced that no one intelligent watches this show.
Because it's stupid.
Shh. I'm in denial. Anyway, back to Violet. The internet being the crazy place that it is and fangirls being psychotic, people have started making a lot of fan videos where they just take clips of Violet and Tate and put them to music that's totally inappropriate. So here's one of them that I think you'll enjoy.
The world is a filthy place. It's a filthy goddamn horror show. There's so much pain, you know? There's so much. I don't know what I've done, but I'll leave you alone from now on if that's what you want. Is that what you want?
I'll look into your eyes, diving into the ocean. I'll look into your eyes.
I would never let anybody or anything hurt you. I've never felt that way about anyone.
Like a one star. We are right to
Good people don't just have a bad day and start shooting people.
Maybe he wasn't a good person.
I don't know you. I'm sorry. I don't know you.
Then there are very few souls, like Tate, who don't even know they're dead. Who walk among the living in childlike confusion.
Don't you die, big brother! Don't you die!
We must help him cross over, Violet.
You know why I leave you alone? Because I care about your feelings more than mine. I love you.
When I stole clips from your show. So that's the vomit-inducing crap that the internet decides to just export. It's full of it. Just go on YouTube and search "Violate American Horror Story" and you will be projectile puking over everything you own.
Exorcist style.
Exorcist
and like,
style. It's disgusting. It's really, like, Tate's a horrible person, and Violet's better than this. So why they get shit like that made about them is...
Yeah.
I like him as a ship because they're good together, not so I can put sappy music in the background.
They aren't a sappy couple.
They're not. It's
I mean, they're
different
emo
art.
as fuck, but
Yeah,
like...
it's different.
Yeah, that's not quite sappy.
Mm-hmm.
It's emo.
There's
Yeah.
difference.
So, the other thing that's great about Tate, because we both really like Tate, is that he looks like Malcolm McDowell from Clockwork Orange, and it's really happy.
Like, especially the scene that I saw the picture from that made me think that was, and this is why I watched the show, because I saw this picture from Malcolm McDowell, and then I wanted to find out what it was, and so I started watching.
Wait, not Malcolm McDowell? Like, not...
No, I saw a picture of Tate.
Oh, of
and
Tate.
I thought it looked like
oh,
Malcolm
you
McDowell.
thought it looked like... Okay. I thought you said you thought it was Malcolm McDowell, and then it wasn't Malcolm McDowell.
No.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't Malcolm McDowell, because he was wearing the normal people's... It was when he was in the basement with Infantata in the rocking chair, and he's just like, crazy!
Yeah.
Tate's, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah. So that's how you started watching the
That's
show.
why I started watching the show. And then I, like, talked to my sister about it. She's like, yeah, I've been watching it for a week. It's pretty great.
Yeah. That's, I will be surprised if it makes it another season.
It's been renewed.
Really?
It's been renewed.
Wow.
Yep. As of right now, unless, like, anything major happens, it will be back. And apparently it's getting, like, fairly decent ratings, probably because of all the Tate fangirls, but,
yeah.
like, apparently it's doing it. It's,
I'm surprised.
I mean, it's on FX.
Yeah, that's true. I always forget it's on FX. FX is like...
I mean, FX doesn't necessarily put out bad stuff, but they can get away with more. So
Yeah.
they can have AHS on and
Yeah.
it not be like, oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah, well, because they're a network that does, like, they do good stuff, and then they do stuff that's bad but good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That makes more sense.
And, like, it's what they're known... I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, it's Fox affiliated, and nothing Fox ever puts out is anything decent.
Mm-hmm.
And then, second of all...
like, Buffy?
Did that originally on Fox, though?
It wasn't? Oh.
I don't think so.
I thought that's why... I thought it's always, like, the reason why all of Joss Whedon's shows have been cancelled is because he always signs contracts with Fox.
Well, that's why Firefly got cancelled.
I thought that was...
Buffy was on, like, 3 or 4 different networks, though.
I
And then they
wasn't
just
watching
ended
it back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was hella old and shit, but...
It's way back.
Yeah.
But yeah, second of all, FX is cable. So
oh, okay, yeah.
You can get away with like
more.
anything. And it's
There's
on
just
at 10 o'clock
hella
at night.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's super nudity in that
off.
show. There's like full ass shot of Papa all the
Okay,
time.
if you ever want to see Dylan McDermott's ass more than you will ever need to, this is the show for you.
Yep.
Because he just strolls around the house naked and it's not questioned.
Yep.
Because he's sleepwalking because the house made him.
The house also makes him have sex with his sexy maid. who's only sexy to men with men. I was about to say men with penises. Yeah, I wonder if she's sexy to like eunuchs.
I don't know, and I don't think it's ever gonna matter. I think that's a little bit like out there for the show to ever need to cover.
I just thought of who could be Rubberman.
Who? Who?
I don't remember the name.
Tell me about
the
Larry?
Who's Larry?
Burned guy?
What?
The burned guy?
Oh. Possibly. I
Who are you
No, I was thinking of Moira's husband that she killed.
Moira wasn't married, it was Constance's husband.
But Constance's husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's not Tate's father.
Right.
Unlike the internet seems to think. The
Oh.
internet's retarded about this.
The internet's retarded.
There's a page on the wiki
Yeah.
that's just questions. Okay? And the number one asked question on this wiki page, what breed is the Harmon's dog? That is the number one question people seem to be having.
Because they want to buy a Harmon dog.
And
then stick it in the microwave. That's what I would do with that dog. Dog sucks. Yeah.
Hugo.
That's its name.
No, not the dog. The Constance's husband. Who Moira was
banging. Yeah, that's why I was
banging
confused.
that time.
Yeah. I guess that's possible, but now it's less likely.
No, it's totally possible.
I mean, yeah, it's been floating around as a theory. I forgot you mentioned that
possible,
too.
because
Yeah.
When I was rewatching it with my sister, I thought I figured it out, and I was really pissed when I didn't. I had a really good theory, and there was so much evidence for it. And I was like, yeah, it's this guy.
Let's hope that's not true about Violet.
Oh, what with the dead? She's dead. She's.
Yeah. What if she wasn't? That would suck.
Well, then they're gonna kill her because there's
She has to. Yeah, she has to die.
Violet
Basically.
must die. Violet Harmon will be dead in like 3 episodes if she's not already.
Because otherwise they don't have a second season, as you aptly pointed out.
Because if Violet's not dead, then the Harmons will just leave or die.
And then it will just be a bunch
Or
of dead
just
people.
we need to watch Rubberman so you can find out what's happening this
Right.
week, and we can all just say, "Oh, what are you doing with your lives?" Because they just spun off into space with some of their plot choices.
Did they really? I am totally not surprised.
Mostly just religion and theology and the
I
apocalypse.
love the apocalypse. Yay.
If you guys want to watch American Horror Story, if we've gotten you interested enough, all the episodes so far, probably except for Rubberman, which is the most recent episode, should be streaming on the FX website, which is fxnetworks.com. If you do catch up, the show airs Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. on FX, and you should totally check it out. So you can come find us, and then either bitch that we made you watch something awful, or tell me your theories so I can poke all the holes in them.
Yeah. Is it that time?
It's that time.
It's that time. Wow.
I just did a plug for
Yeah.
FX.
I figured. I was like, nice. It's like,
I wish they were paying us for that.
I know, right? I want to get an internship with them now because they don't produce like crap. I mean, they do.
They do,
but it's crap that I like.
And then maybe you can work on American Horror Story.
Maybe.
And then maybe you can just drag Evan Peters back and we can all high five him for playing a psychotic really well.
Yeah. All right.
Cool story, I know.
It's been a good time. We'll see you next week. When we celebrate Christmas in ugly sweaters.
Is that next week?
Yeah, because then after that.
Oh,
No. We have one more Monday.
Yeah, but do we want to do it though? Because it's the
Possibly. That's the last day of
Last day of
class,
class.
so it's up to you. We'll figure it out.
We'll wear sweaters in the future.
Yes.
And you'll watch it and you'll like it.